Hi, Ronaldo. I'm going to give you some feedback on your self-assessment. I looked at the book. It looks quite interesting. The recording, I'm not sure, it sounded like a very, very old digital recording of a computer, and then there was noises in the background. So that probably isn't what you want. You'd almost, I mean, this kind of book could be pretty quickly created with Google or Gemini Storybook. Um, I guess the problem here is time, as I spent approximately several weeks. That it's more hours that I'm looking at here, and it's not clear where that time was spent. So that's an important thing because I'm not entirely sure. I've got a book here that I actually have. I can't even control the book. Um, I have to listen to the recording. So that's a little frustrating, a little bit. But you've got generate to ingest the story layouts and refine the written text. But there's so little written text. Um, I'm not sure how helpful that is. And then text to find the image prompts. So you generated individual images. It's just not clear. Um, so you tried these tools, I guess, to generate image, and then you finally just used Canva image generator, I guess. Uh, so I don't know how much time, I mean, what was spent on this. So that's kind of, and then to assemble and publish the storybook. I'm not sure where um, so this is good that you've compared tools for sure. Uh, I'm not entirely sure that there's a critical evaluation of the tools there. There's not real evidence for that. Um, You've got the inclusivity thing, which is great, but I don't even see the prompts. So that's one of the problems too, is I don't know what prompts. Like it's hard to know what prompts you generated. It's good that you recognize the bias, the tool limitations. Um, but I think your recommendation would actually to be use Storybook, Gemini Storybook. Um, so you've got the tools, yeah, and this stuff here. So I think A is a bit high. I think this is more because the quality of the final product isn't, the images are fine, the story's fine. It's awkward to look, and you have this almost computer like 10 years ago voice in there. Um, and it'd almost be better to have an independent storybook, right? That uh, so I think this is more like a B plus to an A minus in the sense of the actual tools used were really, it was the book creator in Canva AI. And then it is difficult from the description you provided and the vague time references, how much, what was really done? What were the prompts generated? What was the learning? Um, and so, yeah, I could see an A minus just because you have clearly described what you did. But so, for example, you say, I began with ChatGPT, I generated an entire story, but I wasn't satisfied with the story and the image prompts. Um, so you said the story seemed to be too text heavy, but you could have adjusted to have less text, for example. And then, um, so it isn't clear your process. I guess that's it. That's where the issue is. Uh, but otherwise, I think it's certainly a valuable project.